Now, I got this beautiful piece of wood to go between my kitchen and a lounge room to take away the imperfections in the roof. So this is a nice piece of timber with beautiful grains, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 120 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to sand it with the grain and going to make it look fantastic. And it's looking pretty good. It was already sanded up pretty well. So the next step is to burnish it. So you've sanded it, the grain is showing beautifully. So we use this called a burnishing brush. It's made for steel work, but it does a beautiful job of highlighting the grain. Plug it in. We need a pair of earmuffs. We need a filter because it's pretty dusty, but it does a beautiful job. It's a 120 grit too. See, as you can see, it's very quick, and straight away the grain shows up really well. Take the earmuffs off. So the grain is really showing up, so I'll just get a bit of a close-up. Beautiful grain. Now what I do is I mix up some shellac. Here in Australia we only have the powdered flaky form. So I mix it up with some ethyl alcohol. We can't even get the full strength, we can only get 70% solution. And about 1 or 2% of neatsfit oil to slow down the reaction. Put a glove on because this stuff goes through the glove or through the felt. So I've got a piece of felt to get a nice even coat. And I just tip on some of the shellac and give it a nice even coat. so that's a shellac on there. So far 6 minutes worth of work, not 6 hours, 6 minutes. That, and this is the cruncher. The next step, because this ethyl alcohol dries very quickly, the next step is the important part. We've got this wax, a hard wax made for making pens on a turning lathe. Well, how do we recreate a turning lathe on a big lump of wood? We can't spin it around, so we're going to have to spin around a buff. So I've got this battery drill that spins at 2000 RPM. So by using this, I can get a really good polished surface. Apply the wax to the top of the wheel, the bottom of the wheel in contact with the wood. Give it a coating. Coordinate it pretty good because you've got to operate the wax and the Okay, so we got that coated with wax all over the surface. Now we need to polish it. So what I've done with this buff, so I just put a bolt through it, some big washers. Alright. Now the wood should warm up. You should be able to feel the wood. It should be at least 30-35 degrees. It's got to melt the wax and also melt the neat wood oil so that it all goes up. So we've got this beautiful finish and it's nice and warm and it's just a bit tacky, but it'll come up very nice. So if you just look at this, you can maybe use some wood polish now, but if you look at this closely, it's very, very good. You know, for a 10-minute process, we're looking at pretty good finish. Now I don't know how durable it'll be, but for this beam that goes for display, it's very good. I really like it. Okay, thank you.